Hi guys, the messy human here. Before I hit the sack this evening, I wanted to come in and encourage y'all who are here and just feel extremely blessed. I am in love with my life, and I think it's evident because I'm showing up for myself and in service to others. My intention of coming on and doing these videos is I'm not trying to build anything. I'm really just wanting to having an avenue to express what's in here and potentially share, what happened in my hero's journey, for those who are on theirs. That's it. But so enough of that. What I want to ask is, how many of you find your inspiration, or maybe even what I call medicine, through music? Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. And I know that for me, at least, I still get drawn to like inspirational music and or gospel. I listen to all genres and I love them all. But as of late, man, gosh, it's just I've been getting a lot of food. You know what I mean? I'm eating this stuff up. I'm consuming this goodness in me. And so I wanted to share this one song, and specifically, it's actually, there were some lyrics that I was listening to today that really sparked me to take a look at something. I want to share it with you. So the verse, actually, I think it is the bridge, and it says, if I can remember, if I never knew fear, would I know faith? If I never fell down, would I know grace? If I never got lost, could I be found? Would I ever know trust without doubt? And I thought, man, they go hand in hand. I think many times we judge ourselves because we might be on the other side of what we want, right? And so, we want flow in our finances, right? We want, independence financially. But you got to know that if you want that, you have invited every money mindset, every piece of lack that you have, all the things that you think about money, that will show up because you want financial independence, right? If you want a healthy relationship, then what's going to come up is all your shit and all their stuff. But really, it's like for me, in terms of relationship, I'm just starting. I'm a little scared, to be honest with you. But what I'm wanting to do is continue to fill my own cup. I don't need somebody else to fill my cup. So when someone pours into me, that's like the cup runneth over. That's just extra. And so what it becomes is a healthy, I am full, I'm a single, whole individual choosing another full, whole, single individual. Because as soon as the other person needs me to fill their cup, then the dynamics go back and forth. And so, and I'm back. I'm not sure what happened. But let's transition anyway, because there was something that I was gnawing on today that I wanted to share with you guys, because I know there's one out there who's going to resonate with this, and you're worth it. So, we were talking about health and the opposites, right? To have ideal health and healing, I would have to experience, right, the exact opposite of it. And I definitely have. If you've seen any previous videos, and for those of 11 of you who watch my videos, yeah, I've gone through a lot. I've had chronic diseases, and it's been rough going for sure. But I'm super happy right now. I'm healthy because I have found that this is the key to continue to heal myself. And there is my former wife. She introduced me to a book by Louise Hay called "You Can Heal Yourself." And in the midst of that, what it is it lists, there's a list of it, and I actually have a PDF file that I just brought up on my screen. And there's a correlation between emotional and mental illness, or that cause illness. And in this glossary from A to Z, it lists every ailment, like symptoms, diseases, etc., and the correlating emotional or mental cause of it. So if anyone wants to do work on why it's manifesting in their body, it's plain and simple here. So I'll tell you that the crux of the discomfort in my life has been because of diabetes. And I'm bringing up the uh, the corresponding mental and emotional causes of diabetes. And I know there's at least one of y'all that are listening that have diabetes or pre-diabetic, right? And so the emotional causes of diabetes are longing for what might have been. So for me, I see that as like regret, right? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And so if it's not expressed or dealt with, it festers inside of us and it's going to attach to something, right? And based upon the emotional causes of it, it finds its place. And it found its place in diabetes. Another thing is a great need to control. Yeah. Because when one is a people pleaser, and I'm a recovering people pleaser, you got to control everything because you don't want people to not like you. You want to make sure that you're always seen in a good light. So there's a lot of control, right? You got to feel comfortable. And sure enough, that shows up in the body, right? And so, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the definition here. Where'd it go? Oh, a great need to control. And then it says deep sorrow. You guys, and this is the last one. No sweetness left. And what is the main attributing factor to diabetes? Sugar, glucose, right? And so no sweetness left. And I'm like, man, that hit right now. So why do I go for sugar, right? To fill that gap of no sweetness. It satisfies something. So my work is to take a look at this and unpack it, right? And take a look and say, okay, diabetes, longing for what might have been. Where does that show up in my life? And when is the first time that I remember that being true for me? This is the work. You get on the court and you take it on. You have somebody accompany you, or you hire someone to help you through a process. Because it's not just about saying a scripture or saying an affirmation. It is about the embodiment of it. It becomes inside you. That's where the change comes from. Because I'm saying affirmations left and right. I am this, I am healed, I am healed, I am healed. Eating sugar, I am healed, I am healed, I am healed. Eating sugar, eating sugar. Come on, y'all. Okay, let's see here. What might have been a great need to control. I think I shared a little bit about that already. Controlling situations. If I had a fear of something, I would avoid it. Right, so I got to control the narrative of things. That stuff is in the body. And the reason why diabetes is known as the silent killer is because sometimes you don't even have symptoms for a long time. But it starts to eat away at your organs and all these things. Let me tell y'all, right, what diabetes has done. Right, so of course I have severe neuropathy in my feet and my legs. And I can look up neuropathy and nerves, and there's more things about that. Right. So right now I walk with a cane. I have mobility issues, but I've been doing physical therapy and, I accept where I am. I mean, I feel better than I have in quite some time. I'm not trying to run a marathon. But what happens is the ego says, you got to show people, right, your favorite thing. I don't have to show anybody anything. I need to show me love. I need to show me I'm important. I need to demonstrate that for me. And it's through the oneness with my maker. And then when I look at others, I get to love them because I love me. And that's how it goes. Okay, I'm getting off track. So diabetes, the need to control, right? Let's see there. Deep sorrow, no sweetness left. Yeah. I want to share another one, you guys. So I had 8 eye surgeries that resulted in blindness in my left eye. See the 2 different colors and how I can move. Well, I just winked with my blind eye, but the right one going left and right. And I just wish it was a little greener. So I could be a Siberian Husky, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, so I looked up eyes, you guys, and it says it represents the capacity to see clearly past, present, and future. And I was blinded. I was blinded. I couldn't see the correlations to them all. And then here's the big one, right? Let's see. It says the trouble with I, right? And it is the fear of really seeing the self. I hid all my life. I came out in my late 50s, you know, and fear of really seeing the self. So it came up through the eyes, right? I won't go through all my ailments. So yeah, I'm really happy that I'm able to talk about it. That's where the healing comes, where there is no shame in the game anymore. It's about bringing what is hidden to the light. Then it has no power. But the more that is kept inside and it is hidden and it is kept nicely kept where no one can see it, stories built all around it, it's all tied in a safe, and ain't nobody gonna get in there. It will come after you. It'll show up in your nerves, it'll show up in your eyesight, and you know, some wherever it may attach to, right? So let me do one more here, and it is about the feet. Because of the neuropathy in my feet, I had a toe amputated. I just saved a toe, actually. I really worked on that healing, and my podiatrist wanted to go to surgery. I'm like, do you get commission or something? Shoot, every time, let's take it out, you know. I'm like, no, I'm saving this baby. And I was in a boot for 7.5 months and just came off like maybe 2 months ago. And there's always progress because I know what the cause is now. I know what to really inspect. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, so feet, it says represents our understanding, right, of ourselves, of life, and others. And then foot problems are the fear of the future and of not stepping forward in life. I mean, I had an illustrious professional career. I mean, really positioned to skyrocket. I was frivolous with my spending. If I had it, I spent it. And with the money that I made, it all comes back, right? Because there is misalignment. How it's all tied together, of course, is that the lack that I think that I have, right? Now it comes through spending. You see where all the vices come from? And until one can be brave enough to see themselves in their shadow and all its faces without the stories, that's the conduit to freedom. It has no power any longer. And the more that you build a story around it, the more it has you than you think. So anyhow, you know what I think I'll do is, if you want the PDF, no, maybe I'll just put the PDF or the link right in the comments and take a look. You guys will be astounded, right? So here's anemia, acne, your appetite, back issues, balance, bleeding, bad breath. Oh Lord, halitosis. So A to Z, and it's such an eye opener. And then if you're doing your work, right, mind, heart, coherence, and then you keep your heart open and say, I'm ready to take a look at the things that I never wanted to take a look at. I wanted to keep them buried. I'm taking it to my grave. Well, you might. And anybody that is impacted by that thing that you're keeping secret will also be affected because it's not healed in you. So you pass it on. Anyhow, thanks for being with me.